security thought I had a weapon on me. So this is my product.
Wow.
To be honest, it was a real realization that I just do not know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, this is my product. It's like Jim's, okay.
We can't produce.
Just got an MOQ of 10,000. That is way too big of an investment right now. Nice, I'm not feeling the greatest. I just feel like I'm really jumping too far into the deep end. I don't know how it's going to play out from here. The road is so unclear ahead, I just don't know if this is even worth pursuing anymore. This whole thing could completely flop and like cook me. Alright guys, phase 2 of the Canton Fair. This is when it gets proper real for me, because I'm here in China getting my gym style cutlery sourced. Hopefully we find something similar to it. I actually don't know, but I did get a rush of excitement last night because it's been months of work leading up to this, even a whole year really, because I started last year. I designed them in school. So I'm gonna head to the Canton Fair, but first I'm gonna head to the gym as well, because we're in a new hotel now, and the idea is that I could potentially put myself in the right place at the right time to meet someone who's of value to what I'm doing. I don't know. Been meeting a few people and they're really just good to talk to, so let's just see. Nuns with the 66 kilo trap shrugs. Legendary.
And he's lifting 127 kilos, 280 pounds.
That weight looks impressive, but I won't lie, it is definitely not 127 kilos, but it looks cool, so. It gets awkward when you're filming and there's a bunch of people there. So didn't meet anyone, but there were a lot more people than the other gyms, which is good. I'm not sure how many spoke English though, so we'll see. We've still got a few more days. That was a slight scare because we just went through the security and they thought I had a weapon on me, but it was just my cutlery. So thank Christ I didn't bring my knives or fork. Yeah, I had to show them that it was a spoon, which is kind of funny, but I won't lie, I've been thinking about this for so long, getting here. And you know, every morning I do my meditation and I think about finding the supply. So a little bit nervous, but we'll find something. A bit excited as well, but it's just crazy how much time has gone up to this moment. We've arrived in our first hall and it's just so massive. It's like slightly overwhelming. Saw my first bit of cutlery over here. Let the search begin. If they can attach it to bamboo, then maybe they can do it to a gym handle. So this is my product.
Wow.
So this is like gym. So you do weights, and it's like a heavy spoon. If you want to feel it, it's heavy, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's why on social media we think that it's going to be, it could go viral in a way and sell.
Especially for the gym.
The weight, yeah, exactly. It's for gym rats.
But
Yeah.
the thing that will be very tired.
Exactly, that's the idea. While you're eating, it's like heavy and it's hard, but you get stronger while you're eating to burn off all the food.
Yes.
Then you don't want to eat anymore.
Yeah. And that's it. You lose the weight.
Yes. Understand.
Thank you. So would that be possible? Because the reason I saw, like I came here was I saw that you have the bamboo.
Yes.
And you could potentially use that top and we could find this somewhere. Is that possible, do you think?
I think actually I don't know where you buy this one. We can do this.
Yeah, okay.
And then they wrapping. They combine them because here is the
weld. Yeah.
Yeah. They make this. We can only do this.
Okay.
And this we can not make.
So would the best thing to do be go somewhere else and find this, and then potentially come back with you guys to do this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was my first chat with the supplier. It actually went all right. The preparation was worth it, but I do think that we're going to struggle to find something with a proper handle because they couldn't do it. They did have those cool bamboo ones, but the heads of the forks, they weren't amazing quality. Quite funny because I've become a bit of a cutlery connoisseur with this whole thing. But as I said, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to just find the knurl. I think we'll find the head no problem, but handle's going to be difficult. But we'll keep going. Just spoke with my second supplier ever. There's a potential for the handle to be made, but it's going to be hard. But they were very helpful. To be honest, it was a real realization that I just do not know what I'm doing. Like there were I knew that there were questions that I should have asked, or that I felt like I was just missing. But anyway, it's very cool to be here, and they are very helpful. Definitely not here to try to take your money. Good long-term business partners, I feel. We're not even halfway through our first of like 8 holes, and we've been here for an hour. So that gives you a sense of the scale and the time that it takes here. There you go, might have to settle for some plastic now. These are the most similar thing that we've come across, but they're just not heavy. Right, so that first hole took us an hour and a half to get through. My overall reflection so far, honestly, I feel hesitant to go into stalls to ask them for some reason. Like I just don't, it might be a confidence issue because as soon as you go in, you know, they leap on you and ask you all these questions and stuff, and it makes you like hesitant to go in and actually look. Like I'm doing all right, but it's, as I said before, the main problem is shown to be the handle. Found products that are very similar, but the weight is the issue. The weight is what makes it really expensive. Still got a lot to go, and I feel like we will be able to find something. I just need to be able to talk to them and actually just commit to a few stalls and not get worried or intimidated or hesitant. This is the third one of these that we've seen. There are a bunch of the same stalls, which makes it very hard to actually split up your time because these are real nice. We came in before and we scanned it and they thought it was, but so it's like gym, you know, gym style, weighted cutlery. So that's the idea. If you don't do that scale of modification, then that's okay.
We can try, but based on a bigger quantity.
So what would that be, the MOQ around about?
Inside with iron inside?
Yeah, well, it's stainless steel, 304.
Full piece stainless steel?
Full, yeah.
What type of stainless steel you need?
304.
The whole piece?
Yes.
Can I take a photo?
You can take a photo.
To check with the workshop?
For sure. And I'll give you my business card.
What's the weight of this item?
Half a kilo. Yeah.
So like
Yeah, exactly.
day.
When you're eating. Yeah.
Good idea.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
We can't produce.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Thank you for telling me. This is my product. It's like gym style, heavy so you can work out while you eat. And so
First, we need made the injection mold.
A mold?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So how many quantity do you want?
Well, sort of still figuring that out. How many? So, what would the minimum be?
We need open new mold. We need 10,000.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
That's a lot.
MOQ.
Yeah, okay.
Because the injection mold very expensive.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yep, okay. This is cool. I'm getting a bit more confident, sort of asking the right questions. They're more guiding me to them. But just discussing, I think that it would have been really smart to go to phase 3 as well, or instead of phase 1, because that's where all the gym equipment is. The biggest struggle we're having now is actually finding someone who can do the knurl. And if we went to phase 3, we could have found somebody who does the knurl and then gotten, you know, one of these cutlery joints to just chuck them on the end, like weld them on. It's going to be a lot. Like I just got an MOQ of 10,000, which that is way too big of an investment right now. Like imagine I buy $10,000 worth of cutlery and I try to sell it and it completely flops. Like that'd be the worst thing in the world. I'd be in so much debt, it wouldn't be funny. So that's why it's just feeling like we made a slight mistake. So it's like gym. gym style, but for its cutlery.
I check with my boss.
Yeah, that's okay. There are also so many of these golden fancy trays. Look at that. Not allowed to film, so you guys were lucky you saw that. I've had to come outside because, if I'm being honest, I'm not feeling the greatest. Not in a bad way, like it's awesome here, but it's like there's so much stuff. I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed, you could say, because I've got so many options. There's so much to do, to think about, and because my product's a bit more niche, and I can't find anything like it, then it's making it a bit more complicated. And since I don't have any experience whatsoever, it just feels like a massive task. I'm fine with a massive task, but I just feel like I'm really jumping too far into the deep end with nowhere near baseline knowledge to get things done. I don't know how it's going to play out from here. Need to calm down, I think. Just probably breathe a bit, and I don't know. Just don't know. So we just got back from Canton Fair. In one word, it was completely overwhelming for a first time 18-year-old with absolutely no experience. It was completely overwhelming because there's so much there. It was great at the start. It was a lot of fun, and they were really nice. They thought the idea was cool, which was good because I haven't gotten much feedback on them, to be honest. But as the day went on, I realised I have no idea what I'm doing, and more it became apparent. And I left stalls thinking, I feel like I should have asked them some sort of question that I don't actually know about. And anyway, sort of got to this point where after I got knocked back a few times and after they said, we can do this, but it would be an MOQ of probably 10,000, I got to a point where I was thinking, I don't know what to do next. Like, I was at a complete point where I'm like, the road is so unclear ahead, I just don't know if this is even worth pursuing anymore, which sucked. I'm in China, on the other side of the world, and thinking that this isn't possible anymore, which wasn't a good feeling. And to be honest, 10,000 of these things is so much when I have no idea whatsoever if they're going to even sell. Like, I think it's a cool idea, but, that's just because I designed them in school last year. No, it doesn't matter what I think, really, because I'm not the people buying it. Like, no. And 10,000 is a lot, especially when I haven't verified whether these will sell in any way whatsoever. I made these in school last year, and so I don't even have the money. I don't even have experience in selling anything, let alone buying 10,000 of these things that I haven't even verified whether they'll sell or not. The truth is, it sounds all glamorous and cool and different to be on a business trip when you're 18, but in actual fact, I know this is going to fast track all my learning and growth, but man, sometimes it just feels like I called my mentor, and he's legendary. Said that molds are the way to go. And one thing that did stand out was that he seemed to believe in this, and he said that 10,000 units isn't actually that much. And to be honest, 10,000 units is a lot. It's just, it feels like such a big gamble. Despite his confidence, it feels like this whole thing could completely flop and cook me. And he said you'll have to find the money. Look, honestly, I guess the only thing to do is to either give up or go all in on it. And giving up doesn't really appeal to me, despite it maybe being the better option. But I don't want to get to a point where I think, I wish I tried a bit harder with these. I've gotten myself all the way to China, practically almost there. So giving up it's not really logical, to be honest. I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be back following what my mentor has recommended I do, and hopefully getting to a point where we can confirm a supplier, get some more realistic MOQ, and it makes me feel sick thinking about it. Just if it weren't to work, it's just not normally. Normally, I'm thinking only about the positive stuff. What if it does work? But there's something more real about being here. Like, it's real. It's not just It's not just me thinking about it at 10 o'clock at night when I'm going to bed. And if I stuff up after I've gone ahead with all this stuff in terms of selling it, it's not where I want to be. It's not like why I'm doing all this. So back tomorrow, as I said, following what my mentors recommended I do. I also just thought it was worth mentioning. I'm not going to let this get me down. Just tired. That's probably why I seem a bit down right now. Because it is exhausting. It's awesome. It's still exhausting. This time yesterday, we were in Macau, and nobody talks about how cool it is to go from the synthetic Macau to a traditional spot like this. Like, we're amongst the locals here. It's so cool. 100 times better and just so authentic. It makes me feel a bit more relaxed after a big day, despite motorbikes zooming by everywhere. This will be a good way to declutter and get amongst it, get amongst the locals, which is awesome. It's what real traveling's like. Goes from bustling to just dead in a matter of seconds. Really like the red theme of China. It can be stylized really nicely, brown and just that deep red. It's funny when, right as you feel like things can't get any better, or that you feel like everything's just not working out for you, you seem to have one of two options. You either give up, or you just persist for just a little bit more and something big happens, or a big breakthrough. And I mean, in that video earlier today you saw, I decided to just, I've got to just keep going, I'm here. And then Kian Golzari, the man himself, sourcing with Kian from YouTube, the Canton King, whatever you want to call him, sends me an Instagram message inviting me at a discounted price to his Canton Mastery evening tomorrow night, which is just sick because, I don't know, I didn't know how to feel about this whole thing. I was just getting frustrated, maybe just disappointed with the whole thing. So it's really, really awesome that happened, and he's an absolute legend. I've got to give him some Vegemite. If you saw my other video about packing for Canton, we were going to make some content, but then he's such a massive YouTuber, and a lot of other people wanted to do the same thing, obviously. So, but yeah, that was really cool and really good reassurance that I just got to keep going. So yeah, it's kind of late. I better get some sleep because I've got a big day tomorrow now.